We're recording. I'm gonna read the script after Jordy asked me to do this like a whole fucking day ago. Alright, 3, 2, 1. The fighting continues. Our team, now scattered, are each facing a member of CP9. Sanji's chivalry got the better of him, and Khalifa took advantage of his foolishness. While it took some work to acquire, Frankie refuels his cola veins and dukes it out with Chapapa. After enabling Frankie's coke addiction, Chopper finds himself in a duel with one Kumadori, aka Yo-Yoi! Close to nearly dying, he decides to do the one thing Dr. K told him not to. He ate 3 rumble balls and turns into one big-ass Sasquatch-looking creature. Apparently he wiped out almost half of Drum Island the last time he did this. Then at Meme Central, soon coming to a stage near you, there's Zoro and Usopp's performing their patented "I am now a sword" comedy routine. Lastly though, Nami seems to have walked into the opening of an ecchi anime, but more on that in the future. Anyway. So, Christian.
And we're
here. It's just me and Christian. The kids are away at the grandparents' house, you know. It's been a long time since me and Christian have had alone time. Put quite a damper on our relationship, you know.
Yeah, busy days. How you been, Justin? You doing all right?
No, but I don't know. At first, I thought this podcast is just gonna get like thrown in the dumpster because let's see, Brendan, power outage. Devin just hit us back with, first, I don't feel so good to, also my power's going out. Jordy's not home.
They're being hit with, type 16 tornado coon or something like that.
My favorite. Isaac is just, busy working.
He's a ghost.
That's who.
That's all of them.
I almost didn't make it because Discord, the app on my computer, was just, it's failing to update. So now I'm using like Discord, the web browser. And hopefully so far it's holding up. So, thumbs up for now.
Well, the problem got solved, so I never brought it up. But really, we could have just used PlayStation chat.
Yeah. We were going to open Smite, just talk over the main menu.
No, but we're not recording from there. We just needed to hear each other.
You know what? Got a point.
It's only a hassle because then you got to have 2 things on your computer and the PlayStation, but we only use Discord to hear each other.
Hold on, I like this. Hold on, this sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, and then it just makes it way easier to hop into a multiplayer game together. We can just, all right, bye, stop recording, jump right into a ranked match.
Then what the fuck are we doing here? Let's go up.
Well, you see, I'm gonna get off of this and immediately fall into bed. See, I'm already in my jammies and with the covers pulled up and the laptop sitting on my lap. And we're gonna end the recording. I'm gonna slam my laptop closed, throw it on the floor, and I already took the NyQuil, so we've got like maybe an hour.
Jesus Christ! All right, let's get started with the summary then. The fighting continues. Our team, now scattered, are of each. Excuse me, yes?
You have a bet to settle up on.
Oh, come on!
Did you think I would forget just because the rest of them aren't here?
Not like this.
I'm sure the rest of them will want to have heard it in person, but they're going to have to wait for the episode to release. Your ass has a bet to settle.
Not like this.
Settle up on.
How the fuck do I even do this?
I will not stand for this.
All right.
Give me the ooh-woo. Give me the high-pitched squealing noises.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna be real with you. This is gonna be a really scuffed summary reading.
We're already in the shit.
Right. It's only downhill from here, boys. All right. Ooh. Is that how that goes? Yeah?
Sure.
All right. I don't fucking know.
Just be a high-pitched little baby. Channel your inner, 11-year-old Justin.
I hate this so much. Fuck. The fighting continues. Fuck. This is so bad. Our team, now scattered, are each facing a member of CP9. Sanji, chivalry got the better of him, and Khalifa took advantage of his foolishness. While it took some work to acquire her, Frankie refuses cola veins and dukes it out with Chapapa. After enabling Frankie's coke addictions, Chopper finds himself a duel with one Kumadori, aka Yo-Yoi. After nearly dying, he decides to do the one thing Dr. K told him not to do. He ate 3 rumble balls and turned into one big-ass Sasquatch-looking creature. Apparently, he almost wiped out Charm Island the last time he did this. Then on Meme Central, soon coming to a stage near you, there's Zoro and Usopp performing their patented I Am Now a Sword comedy routine. Lastly, though, Nami seems to have walked into the opening of an ecchi anime, but more on that in the future. Anyway. Oh my god, so bad! Oh, Dylan, please cut that. I don't care what you gotta do. I cannot see the light of day. Oh,
I'm so happy. Oh my god, and that was a nice long summary too.
It hurts.
Oh, that was like the whole page. I mean, you made it longer by going slow, but I
also didn't read the summary ahead of time. I was not prepared to read these rather jarring statements in that voice. All right.
Oh,
whoever wrote that summary, you're a fucking evil genius, whether or not you knew it. I'm convinced no one else remembered the fucking bed. This is all you. You
not even close.
5,000
I'm sure they
IQ.
did. I don't. I really don't. I just remembered somebody else deserved punishment.
Oh no.
Somebody else was in need of pain.
Clearly, it was me, and the audience is gonna hear this,
and they'll love it.
Audience, I'm so sorry.
All right. Well,
that was a
things
summary
happened
reading
in these episodes.
Yeah.
Not a lot of important things, really.
I don't know about that.
I mean, what happened? Really, what happened? What important stuff happened other than we learned about the numbers match, or their keys have numbers that match the cuffs?
It's a shonen. The fighting is what matters, dude.
Yeah, there's barely any of that too,
what
though.
What do you mean?
We got the most fighting we got out of was Frankie and Chapapa. That's it.
And that was some. I'm gonna be real with you. I've never seen the Rocky movies, but that fight gave me some real hardcore Rocky vibes. All right, they were duking it out. They were fighting for their lives. They're just nothing but their fists. All right.
I'll admit I did enjoy the fact that it just turned into a slugging match for a minute there, where they were just punching the shit out of each other. It was like watching a slap fight with 2 big, beefy Russian dudes just smacking the hell out of each other.
Have you seen those, by the way, on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Those things are like terrifying. For all the listeners out there, there is a I wouldn't call it underground quite so, but like there's a scene out there for like just straight up like slapping each other as like a sport. I mean,
they're
sorts.
Professional. They're like professional slappers.
Yeah,
they get paid.
These are big meaty boys with hands the size of fucking skillets. They square up. Like, have you ever seen like a professional what is that, arm wrestling contest?
Arm wrestling.
There we go. They kind of square up or whatever. They're on opposite ends of the table. Each guy gets a turn. Yeah, you get yourself a nice little wind up. You just smack the shit out of the other dude. And that guy's job is to not go to sleep afterwards, so it can hit you back.
To hold onto the table for dear life.
It is quite something.
And that's basically what we got here before Frankie drank his cola. But anyway, we're getting a little farther ahead of ourselves.
Yes.
We have Sanji drinking 3 cups of tea with Khalifa.
He was having a good time.
When Robin is in danger.
He needed a little break, dude. He already had the 5,000 IQ play to go, try to catch the train. Caught the train. ran
Failed.
through like how many carts full of dudes? Like 8, give or take. That dude's had a long night. All right, you need a little R&R.
So we drink 3 cups of tea with Khalifa before finally he goes,
What am I doing? This is no time for me to be drinking tea! Witchcraft! You put me under a spell! One more sip and I'd be finished! Damn it! I almost got captured in your love trap!
So you say after 3 cups.
you drank 3 cups of tea already. He was like, 1 more sip would have done me in. It's like, I'd have been a goner.
At first, he doesn't. At first, it's like, all right, where's Robin? And he's like, well, you need the key for her handcuffs. He's like, yeah, you're right. Where is it? And then all lewdly, she's like, I don't know. Guess you gotta search my body.
So where is it?
Who knows? You'll have to search my body and find out for yourself. Think you're up to it?
You bet I am!
Dude just fucking like floats over there like a stream of cigar smoke and just gets punted away from her. He's like, damn, I should have seen that coming.
Yeah.
What I did find interesting was they kind of duke it out a little bit. Like Sanji's fully on defensive, but in his attempt to like not truly hit her back, I think he displays, at least to me, that like there's a large gap in their like fighting capacity. Like if Sanji wanted to, he could have dusted Khalifa 1, 2, 3. Like he had all the openings and all the opportunities. She was always caught off guard. I respect my boy's chivalrous code. I do. I feel it. I respect it. Mama raised me the same way. But Khalifa don't play by those rules, and gave him the 1, 2 buckle of shoe.
Plenty of opportunity to just deck her in the face, kick the shit out of her. He goes, basically kneels over her, goes like, I've pinned you. I don't know how he did that. I don't know if he was like stepping on her hair or something. But it did not look like in any capacity he was actually pinning her down. And then she just finger pistols him, like basically where his heart should be, but he's fine. And then we cut away. We're just done with this until until 3 episodes from now. Or did we get that did we get that at the end of the same episode?
Where Sanji's body gets dropped to the floor.
Oh yeah, that was the end of the same episode, wasn't it?
I want to say no more than an episode away if it wasn't the end of that episode.
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but anyway. We also get this nonsense. This Jordy wants to talk about ecchi, and we get this Kumadori versus Nami 15 seconds in the dungeon, where not once but twice we get Nami wrapped up in her hair, all 4 limbs, and wrapped around her neck. Anyway. She steals the key from him at some point, despite making no contact with him ever.
She's a master thief. Just simply untrained eyes.
She's got the Kazuma steal effect from Konosuba, is what I'm hearing. She raised her hand out, yelled steal, and instead of taking panties like he does, she got the key. She literally never comes anywhere near him unless Kumadori was keeping that shit in his fucking hair for some reason.
I'm gonna be real, I ain't seen no pockets on that man, but I saw plenty of hair.
And then Sanji's body drops from the ceiling.
Yes.
After she runs away.
But
and he looks like a bowling pin.
Yeah. Yeah, he's all smooth and shiny. Like he got a fresh wax done.
Taking a whole new meeting to Smooth Brain.
I was thinking the exact same thing when I was watching that. Was this where here, I since you're the person I could talk to, what do you think happened to him?
I have no clue. It almost feels like, first of all, when I saw that, I was like, thank God she's not an animal.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure she's not an animal.
All right.
I don't know of any animals that can do this to a thing. Unless it's, then again, this fucking One Piece. So it could just be some crazy, like, this is, she's actually got the spider fruit and she like wrapped him in silk and made him smooth or something after rubbing him, caressing him with the soft silk. He just smoothed out. I'm going on a limb and saying she's not an animal, and thank God. There's too many of them now. There's too many animals. I'm fine with Kaku and his giraffe supremacy because he keeps. I love in these episodes when he keeps like trying to justify to himself that giraffes are cool, and I love giraffes. He says that. Like
I'm gonna be real. I'm not
287.
convinced he's trying to convince himself. I think he's very firm in his own belief. I think he's just trying to convince the rest of us that giraffes are cool.
Right.
You know, I think I'm starting to become a believer. That's all I'm saying.
There's also like I was trying to think of like what else. Maybe like she has the balloon fruit.
Just
But-
fucking inflated him.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of like the way she like smooths things out, because it also feels like it looks like an off branch of the smooth fruit that what's her face has on
I think it's Alvida.
Buggy's crew. Alvida, yeah. But like she applies it to other people. But then also, I mean, it could have just been him falling from like 4 stories up. He still makes like a pretty significant dent in the floor. So
This is all the fall damage being visualized. There's no double
not
fruit yet.
specifically balloon. So who knows? Anyway, I'm just glad she's not an animal.
Allegedly. After that, Nami rolls up, or rather, she was already there. Sanji rolled up, technically. Nami, like, presses him, is like, what the hell happened to you? She starts looking around, sees Khalifa, and she's like, oh, I get it. You went easy on her, didn't you? What's wrong with you? We gotta save Robin out here. And Sanji gives her the I guess, the little passionate speech of, do you think I want to do this? You think I want to die here?
But I was raised to never hit a lady, no matter what. So even at a time like this, even if it kills me, I won't kick a woman.
That's stupid. He was coughing up blood. Nami, don't hit him.
And then Nami just, like, calls him an idiot.
But then also applauds him. She goes, I don't entirely hate this chivalry of yours, though. And then Sanji immediately goes, did she just say she loves me?
And then Chopper karate chops him in the back of the neck.
Yeah, with his antler, and goes like, what?
Chopper just goes, stop that.
Quiet. Go to he bonks him and go to horny jail. Yeah, and then we get this. Khalifa decided to. This is like the next episode or whatever, but Khalifa decides that now is a great time to take a bath.
Clearly, she worked up a sweat trying to fight Sanji. That's all I'm hearing.
So yeah, Nami she walks up there, finds Khalifa behind the screen, just casually undressing, and that's it. It's all we got for now. We'll just figure that one out next time, maybe.
I just want to point back to that time me and Jordy mentioned that in due time the fan service, particularly surrounding Nami in this show, will get especially egregious. This is one of those times.
Starting early.
Yeah, starting real early.
Really, we started way before this, back in like the end of Alabasta when Nami flashed everybody, but nobody's ready for that conversation, I guess.
Christian, please.
Anyway, we get 2 heroes in these episodes.
Yeah.
Chimney and Gonbei action.
Yes.
Just having a grand old time running through down these hallways, discovering new stuff. She's ecstatic. She's happy as hell to be of extreme use to the party now that she's discovered there's this secret hallway.
She's got like a nat 20 on perception, apparently.
Gonbei's really the one.
Oh?
Because he's the one who sees the button in the spiral staircase, and then Chimney comes back and is like, what you looking at? And I go, oh, that looks like a thingy.
Click.
And then she pushes it, and we've got another secret passageway that just so happens to lead it through the top of a fake box to the outdoors, where we find none other than Luffy drowning in the ocean, because earlier in a previous episode he decided he was going to take a dinky little rowboat and sail into 2 fucking whirlpools.
Hey, I respect the ambition.
Yeah, but then he gets back on land and he goes like, all right, now I'm going to slingshot myself. Just do that in the first place.
That's fair. He should stick with his strong suits. This rowing a boat clearly isn't one of them.
I understand it's too much to ask of me to think that Luffy would have used any more brain power than he already has. But come on. But this leads to ultimately to the best payout of all 4 episodes. Chibi Luffy.
God damn it. Okay, so yeah, Gombe Chimney lead Luffy down to the secret passageway that Lucci and Spandam walk through to get to the, I guess, other side of the Gates of Justice or whatever. There's a big door. They can't open it. Luffy says, he's like, stand back.
This is the way we need to go to get there, right? Third gear!
We see him bite his thumb.
Yeah, you bite his thumb. Off screen, you
It
see
doesn't
some
bleed.
light.
It just kind of squeaks.
Bites his thumb. Off screen, you just see some flashing lights. The door is absolutely obliterated. The whole tower shakes, and then thus we are presented with Chibi Luffy.
Well, first we get this shot of Chimney standing there, and then it kind of like zooms back, like from the front. We see the front of her, and then it zooms out a little, and you can see the straw hat of Luffy. And immediately I was thinking to myself, this is such a weird angle. Like, why are we sitting on the floor as the camera? And then you realize as it fully zooms out, we're at normal height. Luffy's just tiny now. And Chimney's sitting there like,
All right, time to head out. No way! How'd you make yourself all tiny?
Luffy pays no attention to this. Somehow he fully expected this was going to happen because he just keeps going. I was kind of disappointed too. After running down the hallway for a few minutes, he returns to normal size, and I was really hoping he'd run into Lucci and Spandaman in chibi form because that would have been so good.
Oh, to retcon it right now.
Run into the big bad guy with this.
Get washed by a devil fruit smurf.
Now, there is hope that it will still happen, seeing as this is a side effect of third gear, and he's absolutely going to have to use third gear against Luffy. Wow, my brain just fucking broke. Against Lucci. So we might still get, at least Spanda, witnessing the glory that is Chibi Luffy.
If only.
The other reason that Chimney and Gombe are my heroes, mostly Chimney, is because she calls Spandaman a servant.
She's like,
she goes,
hey,
Lucci walked down this hallway and his loud ass servant was there with Robin. It was so good. Solid roast on Chimney's part.
So I gotta ask, what are your, do you have any, like, I guess, changes or maybe more definitive expectations for third gear here? Are you sticking with Devin's, like, Titan theory?
That was my theory.
Oh, you're sticking with your Titan theory?
Well, I mean, we had the same thing, but I guess it's both of our theories, but I brought it up first for the record. Fuck you, Devin. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Titan theory. If anything, this only strengthens it because he goes Titan form, but then his body can't handle it, and the repercussion is he gets smaller after. Like maybe he uses some other reasoning through his rubbery boy powers, and then maybe he's like stretched out for too long, so it makes him shrink down to size, but maybe it's depending on how long he uses it. Like he only used it for a couple of seconds and for some reason he can just turn it on and off seemingly. Unless third gear is just like one final move and then he shrinks down to size. But anyway, he just like the recoil from using it shrinks him down to size. So I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna stick with attack on Luffy.
All right,
Aaron Luffy, Aaron D Luffy, Monkey D Aaron, Monkey D Jaeger.
All right. So yeah, we got the third gear tease. We got Chimney and Gombe coming in clutch as per usual. Speaking of, we gotta come up with another tier list for best Kobe's because Chimney and Gombe are up there as far as I'm concerned.
They're in a league of their own as far as I'm concerned.
Shit, you're right.
They've surpassed the Kobe list at this point because we remember their names. That's like the quintessential Kobeing, right? Like we don't remember any of the other Kobe's names besides OG Kobe.
But then we already put Isa because Isa was a Kobe as far as I could hear from you guys. But I was like, I remember Isa's name. She was
I
like,
don't remember calling Isa a Kobe. I remember advocating for Isa not being a Kobe. I think. Because she had Deus Ex hearing powers, and she was actually useful, despite the fact that it was like bullshit, as far as I'm concerned.
wow. One day we'll get that to your list of best Kobe / a league of not Kobe's. I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, back to what we started this conversation with. We got Frankie versus Chapapa, and probably one of the best fights of these episodes.
I would easily call it the best of the episodes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get this back and forth between the two of them, and then eventually we make it to the kitchen. Then we get your boy Choppy, who is on a quest for key number 2, which we never talked. We also skipped over this part too, where Zoro and Sogeking are now handcuffed together.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Because sure.
I mean, it makes sense.
We'll talk about it. Does it? I don't feel like it does.
We'll get there. But yeah, in that segment, Kaku reveals to Zoro and Sogeking that each handcuff has a corresponding key, and you gotta find the right key to unlock the pair of handcuffs. There's one for Robin, obviously, and now those two idiots need one for themselves too.
Like, we were already looking for a key. Now we need to match the numbers. So it makes it a little bit easier, but also doesn't, because we still need to fight all the CP9 goons to get the key anyway. But yeah, when they did that, I was like, hold on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here, One Piece? We're going to make Kaku the man? I think I said last time when me and Devin were asked that, I think I said Lucci had it. And that still kind of makes the most sense to me, but One Piece likes to never make sense sometimes. So, because he's the one escorting her, so you would think that he would have the key on him, but I have a feeling that he won't now. I feel like Kaku might have it.
I just want to...
I guess they just drew keys, like somebody like Spanderman just held it, like you draw straws, like he held them all with the number side in his fist and was just like, yeah, here, take a key.
I just want to put it out there that I genuinely don't remember who has the key to who. So all of these are plausible as far as I'm concerned, and I like that. I'm gonna go with the theory of Kaku has the key, because it makes sense, right? I mean, it also makes sense that animators said, fuck it, there's no budget, we can't draw the number. Moving on. Anyway,
we cut back to Chopper intruding on this Frankie and Choppa fight as he busts in with Kumadori hot on his heels, yo-yoing his way all the way through. And so stupid. He's barreling through, and Chopper just goes, oh, sweet. Opens this gigantic refrigerator door. Yo-yo falls in, and not only does he throw it closed, he goes, ooh, a lock, and locks the door. Because the fridge has a lock for some reason. This gives rise to the best... this is going to get the best bit of the episodes award from me, where Chopper is just throwing random sets of 3-bottle drinks at Frankie in the middle of this fight. As Chopper just watches, like a good boy, letting the bit unfold. Classic anime villain style. And at first he throws vegetable juice.
I think it was like, tomato juice or something like that.
So he gets this tomato juice or whatever, and he goes, I'm feeling fresh. And his hairstyle reflects, and he looks like a tomato on top. Mm-hmm. And Choppa and Chopper look at him and they go, what is wrong with you? And then Frankie flips out as he realizes he's been given tomato juice instead of the Coca-Cola he asked for. And then Chopper goes, oh, right. By the way, Chopper has to dive back into the fridge that he just locked Kumadori in.
If I open and close the door really fast, then he can't escape. Now!
Yo-yo! The door has suddenly opened!
Yes! Frankie! Catch!
You're a lifesaver!
Oh, the door is opened. I can close the door again. And then we go back in a second time because we need to again. You're like, oh, the door. And we're even shorter this time.
Have ourselves a nice cup of tea. Tea does a body good. That's not cola either, dumbass!
He is the funniest thing ever.
Hey, stop looking at me with that I wonder what else might happen when I give him other drinks face, you little bastard!
Now's the perfect time to drink some green tea and relax. And he's got like an umbrella and like an Adirondack cherry sitting in. And then we flip out on Chopper again. He's like, I need the cola, my guy. And so finally we get cola in our system and Frankie can deck the absolute shit out of Chopapa. But it's not over because we end up in the ocean and we're Chopapa's just moonwalking all over the place.
Solid base!
Yeah, ugly bastard!
It actually seemed like the animators understood that this was going to be the best part of this 4 set of episodes that they knew we were going to watch in 20 years from when they animated it. And they put a lot of work into these animations because there's actually like an absurd amount of detail in both like Frankie and Chopapa's faces, which was cool. It was fine. Chopapa puts on I was going to say a clinic, but he doesn't because he loses, but a display of basically all the 6 powers. I think the only thing he doesn't use is Tempest Kick, and he even still kind of does.
I don't know. I think it's fair to say he put on a clinic. They went all out.
Yeah, but putting on a clinic is more like having it be one-sided.
Can't believe that dude really busted out the human boulder. I was like, Choji, is that you?
And was that his secret art too? He called that a secret art, didn't he?
He did. He called it a secret art, and it was like
that the
iron
owl
ball. He called it iron ball, but I was like, you can't fool me. That's human boulder, and you know it.
Chopapa has not redeemed himself, by the way. None of this is to say that I like Chopapa any more than before.
You're an animal.
I still do not like Chopapa.
Animal.
He has just provided. He has done his service in making Frankie look cooler. But that's it. I do not care about this character any more than I did before.
Animal.
And same thing with Yo-Yo, by the way. You know,
well,
we'll get to a little more the rest of his fight in a second, but like I do not care any more than this. In fact, I'm convinced that Yo-Yo should be the most OP CP9 member hands down based on the nonsense that is his moveset now.
Oh.
And his power.
Go on.
I call it power. The power he discovered with, what do they call it? Life return. That was it, right? With this, like, he can control every aspect of his body. So, like, down to, from his organs down to his hair follicles, he can control, which is why you see him just grabbing people with his hair. This is crazy. He can do all of the moves of the 6 powers, but just use his hair instead. Like
he can also
sounds so busted.
He can also undigest his food, which I think is kind of funny.
Yeah, he can digest really quickly and undigest it at will. It seems to take a lot out of him because he does it 3 times and seems kind of tired, but clearly not tired enough to still hand out an ass whooping.
You know that when he was doing that, to Chopper's amazement, I had a flashback to that one Jimmy Neutron episode where he, like, I guess invented like a rewind thing, kind of shenanigan. It was like a remote where you just point at somebody and just like reverse time. So Sheen grabbed it, and he was like, "Bro, I never run out of ice cream now." He would just eat it and just rewind himself on eating it. He's like, "Bro, endless ice cream."
If only it was that easy. If only if you could just control your digestive organs that way, man, no one would be fat. But then again, he like trained up in the mountains and under waterfalls for what he said was 1,000 years, but you know.
Well, you don't believe he's actually 1,000 years old?
No.
Listen, if Dr. Reen can be like, what do they say?
A young 130 or something?
If she can be a young 130, I think Kumadori can easily press 1,000, especially with this OPS ability.
I mean, it's possible, I guess, with his ability, but that only justifies he should be the most broken character.
Hey man, you're only as broken as smart as you are. All right, that's what every
'Cause
anime showed me.
He's had 1,000 years to hone his skills, if that were the case. Just to lose out on one leopardy boy or a wolfy boy. Crazy. And Chopper's got to make some decisions here because he's already tried using a Rumble Ball to fight him one time and it's failed miserably.
Mm-hmm.
But Chopper's kind of out of options. So we take down another Rumble Ball. And we learn through flashback backstory that 2 Rumble Balls means he kind of loses control of whether or not he can choose what point he ends up in.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was crazy. I could have swore Chopper's already done this before, where he's used 2 Rumble Balls.
This seems like a continuity thing because I remember in the past, I think it was you who like brought it up. It was like, didn't Chopper say he can't take more than 1? And Jordy was like, oh, he's mentioned that like he can't take more than 3 because he doesn't know what happens after more than 3. Like he's just said there was like negative side effects. And then it gets to these episodes where, if I counted correctly, takes 1, he's fine. Takes 2, fine, but needs to crack a 3rd one. The 3rd one,
Power that destroys your foes, but turns you against your friends and your own body as well. There's only one word for a creature like that. A monster.
I'm gonna be real with you. That monster, as Dr. Reen put it, that ain't Chopper no more. I don't know where Chopper is, but that ain't him.
Yeah. So she says it's a monster. That ain't you no more. That is a monster. Not being able to differentiate between friend or foe, you turn into a monster. And she explains it she hypothesizes that it's just his devil fruit kind of going nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Which you kind of already get with popping 2 Rumble Balls because he loses the ability to choose transformation. But this is the nail in the coffin where he goes full like berserker mode.
Mm-hmm.
And I was excited for this because back when we were allowed to watch the OP again, well, not again, when we were allowed to watch the OP, you catch a quick like 1 second glimpse of blue eyes, real steamy Chopper.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, ooh, that looks cool as shit. And it did not disappoint. I mean, it's going to be upsetting when somebody else walks into the room and Chopper tries to kill them. But for now, I'm excited for the next set of episodes where hopefully we get Super Sasquatch Chopper beating down Yo-Yo so I don't ever have to see him again, hopefully.
I don't know, man. Maybe Yoi gives Monster Chopper the hands. No?
No shot. No shot.
Spoiler alert. This is obvious. Yoi's about to get clapped.
I can't wait, dude. This is going to be great. But, you know, I do have to make a concession for Yo-Yo in that I can applaud his dynamic use of the 6 powers.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly through his hair and the life return aspect that he has here.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed his fighting style, at least, I guess you would say. Where the character himself annoys the hell out of me, maybe it makes me even more angry that they attached a semi-decently fun to watch fighting style on top of that in this annoying, horrible character. Maybe that's only strengthened my anger at this point. Now I'm upset. Now I'm more upset than I was before. Actually, you know, I've decided this has upset me further. I hate Yo-Yo even more now.
So while you were talking, I was reminded about how you were glad that we were seemingly done with this whole like zoo, the animal zoo we got going on for CP9, and I was like, yeah, you know, we're seemingly out of devil fruits, and I was like, wait a minute. I remember Oda admitted that he tries to like, for I guess up to a certain point or whatever, kind of base characters around animals. And I was like, hold on, let me go digging real quick. So Kumadori actually admits this himself in the episodes. His like theme, his animal theme, is that of a lion. Calls himself a shishi, which I think is the Japanese word for lion. Mostly based around like the hair, being the mane and whatnot. But then I thought about Fukudo. I was like, what the fuck is Fukudo? Like, he's just a oddly designed character. Got a zipper for a mouth. He's just kind of like a bowling ball looking dude.
Is he a dung beetle? Tell me he's a dung beetle.
No, he's actually an owl, which he mentioned himself when he like.
Right. I guess that was obvious because we do say that a few times.
I don't see it. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't see
I
it.
definitely don't either.
I don't see it.
This is nonsense.
Like, I know in the episode he disappears and he like puts Frankie in a genjutsu. He's like, you're in a forest, you can't see me. I am like an owl sweeping into the night. You'll never know, and I'm here until I'm already killing you.
And then Chopper walks up behind him and like gives him a chop and goes like, he's right here.
So yeah, Fukudo is allegedly based on an owl. I don't know where the fuck you see that, Oda,
Cat.
but all right.
Fucking cat.
And this is something I just found right now. And I think it's fucking ridiculous when you think about his tick being chapapa. Apparently his favorite food is the chapati. I looked that up, and it's an Indian like flatbread thing, similar to roti, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my West Indian people out there. Something about that little fact makes me like ecstatic, I guess, because I'm like, oh, that's why he says chapapa. But then also a part of me is very upset by that, and I don't know why.
That he's just constantly like saying his favorite food as his tick.
More or less, yeah.
Well, whatever gets more people on the train to hate these two characters, I'm fine with.
All right, listen.
Welcome to the club.
I don't know about that. Chapapa's a cool character. Kumadori can go drown. I'm all on board for that. But Chapapa's a cool character.
I hate them both, but I would much sooner vote for Yoyoi than Chappa. Chappa is worthless.
All right, is there anything else you got to talk about from these episodes?
I'm just gonna go with a fat no.
All right.
There's a whole lot of fighting, really no plot. I mean, what more plot do you expect from these episodes, though? This is the part where we get to the final boss eventually.
I will put one thing out there. I did send out a tweet. Let's assume that like no one's deleted it on our end for whatever reason.
Sure.
At the end of episode, what was it, 290 that we watched? After the to be continued, credit thing, gives you a preview of the next episode. If you're listening to this, you might have seen it. It's too late, but I would suggest not watching that. And I don't want to explain why, just because I don't want to spoil anything that may happen in the future. This is just my own gut instinct about this. No one's told me anything. I don't know nothing for certain, but I want to put it out there. Like, don't watch those episodes and don't watch that preview.
I don't know that needed a tweet. You could have just did it here and been fine like we always do.
Hey man, you never know,
They're not even gonna understand this tweet until 2 weeks from now.
Good.
And they're gonna hear this as they're listening to this in 2 weeks and go, oh, so that's what his tweet from 2 weeks ago meant.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunately funny that you brought this up though.
Oh.
Because this is the first time and it was an accident. I did not mean to do this. This is the first time that I watched this the what's coming next preview for any episodes. Since we started this, I have always I mean, you've had the ED as a buffer before now, but even since we've lost the EDs, I've been like, all right, that's it. The to be continued world, get me out of here. I don't want to know nothing. But somebody distracted me as I was watching and it ended. I heard the doom as the to be continued slid down, but I didn't get to my computer and I heard and kind of saw that, I mean, we're in more filler. We already know that because the next episodes skip another couple of episodes. But there's a key phrase in there that lets me know exactly what it is. And also that the filler we skipped before was related to it.
I know none of this. I knew it was filler just because, prior knowledge. I saw about like a frame of that like filler preview and I was like, oh, I gotta let the people know. Don't watch this. I think I know what this might be used for. I could be wrong entirely, but...
No, you know. That's what it is.
You know nothing, Christian.
We both know.
You know nothing. I know nothing.
Now wipe my mind with the Men in Black flashy sticky.
All right, so next week's episodes are 293 to 296. Quotes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have too many quotes.
Oh, thank God.
I loved Kaku at the beginning with justifying to the audience that giraffes are awesome, that he loves giraffes. That was fun. We still never really talked much about Zoro and kill me. Zoro and Sogeking.
You're right.
We did kind of skipped over the part where he decided he was going to briefly use Sogeking as a sword.
Well, that was plan B. Plan A was, all right, we got to play.
Plan A was, let's chop one of our hands off by playing rock, paper, scissors to see who has to do it.
Zoro said he was like, I'd rather lose a hand than lose a fucking fight. So King's like, what did he say? He said, if these guys don't kill me first, Zoro sure will.
Yeah, and he's right. Zoro will chop off Usopp's hand before he loses that fight.
And he was like, maybe we'll find you like a donor hand when we're done.
He goes, don't worry, Chopper will sew it back on once we're done with this. He thinks that that's how the human body works, that you just get to sew it back on like nothing happened.
I'm gonna be real. Like, that's a thing we can really do in real life. It's not like,
it takes a little bit more than just sewing
you're right.
the hand back to the spot,
But there's also One Piece.
There's a few other...
This clearly isn't that far-fetched.
I mean, you're right. We should just get the 20 doctors from Drum Island to fix it up real good, because they stopped Wapol from dying. Didn't he get decapitated in the manga? Isn't that what we said?
I don't recall, but I believe that.
There was a different way he died in the manga. That was like a Brennan trivia or something, where he got like decapitated, or the wound he gets inflicted on him is much more egregious than it was in the show. But either way, they were both kill shot. Anyway, we just got the 20 doctors to sew Sogeking's hand back on, and it's all fine.
Easy.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, there's really not a whole lot of quotes here.
Yeah, that's fair. I was worried about that coming in. I was like, I don't really got quotes, so I'll like scrounge around for two. Most because they're the ones that made me laugh the most. First short one I got was I think it's when Zoro finally reveals his new sword, Sogeking. Sogeking goes off. He's like, I'm gonna sue you so hard for this.
Oh,
something like that. I can't remember the exact lines right now, but he was like, I'm gonna sue your ass off for this.
I don't know. You watched the dub, right?
I watched the sub.
Oh, you watched sub too. So you also got the where Sogeking mutters "shing" underneath his breath too. That's what I thought you were gonna say, not the suing thing.
Shit, you're right. I should have brought that up.
I forgot about that until you brought it up.
All right, Sniper King. Just hold that posture. You are now a sword. Someone get me a lawyer! There's no way I am not gonna sue your ass off for this!
And then the only other thing that was worth quoting in my mind, and I didn't write it down because it was a rather long sequence, but it was like the first half of Frankie versus Fukuro in the hallway where they're just like calling each other's punches lazy and flimsy. Frankie says, your punches are underpowered or something like that. And Fukuro's like, your punches are underpants. And he just freeze for a second. And Frankie's like, huh? And they just start like duking it out and just calling each other like underpants, long johns, pair of socks, and whatever.
Yeah, one of them calls the other a bra too. Like.
That whole sequence was amazing.
Underpants. Underpowered, not underpants!
You're underpowered pants!
Oh yeah, well you're a stupid bra!
Shut up, pair of socks!
Long johns!
Boxer briefs!
Loincloths!
I don't know what that was like in the dub. I hope it was the exact same because that shit was funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so golden ham time, I guess. This is gonna be hard. It's only me and you.
Or it could be super easy.
I'm thinking it's easy. I feel like there's no way we could possibly pick someone else.
No, not a chance we could possibly choose different characters. So
wait, hold on.
Gonna...
I want to. Maybe you're gonna say this, but in the honor of that whole TikTok trend going around, where two friends are like trying to.
I hate whatever you're about to say.
There's like this
'cause
TikTok
it's
trend
involved in
going around where like friends try to like clap at the exact same time to like I forgot what it's called.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Right, they just like keep their eyes closed
Yeah.
and then they
They just collab and they
they
try
go
to
to
see if they
clap at
like
the same
have that instinct to do it at the same time or whatever.
right. Stupid. I hate it. Like I said. Anyway, it's in the same vein, I guess, where we're just gonna say, I'm gonna count down and we're just
Mhm.
gonna say who we
Mhm.
want,
Mm-hmm.
which we've done before.
Mhm.
This doesn't originate with TikTok. How I don't know. You're an animal.
Listen, I gotta
Zoomer.
relate to those Zoomers, right? I gotta get the audience
Stop.
in. Gotta pad the
Stop it.
stats, get the
Stop
demos.
it. I don't want any of that TikTok nonsense in here.
We already have
Not
Devin in
my
here.
Well, then that's more than enough for me. At least she doesn't bring it up on cast a lot.
Literally my first and only time.
Yep, and I hate you for it.
Okay.
Anyway, Golden Ham nominations, or well, I should say Golden Ham winner, because we're gonna pick the same one.
Mhm, mhm.
Right. 3, 2,
1.
1.
Frankie.
Chimney and Gombe.
Oh no. So yeah, we failed that test.
No, it went perfectly. I don't know. Jordy's been advocating for this one for like weeks on end now, and there was kind of always somebody better in the running for this. But now that Jordy's not here,
Mhm.
and Chimney and Gombe have still been kicking it, I want Chimney and Gombe now.
Well,
I mean, you say Frankie,
Mhm.
and I feel like you're weighed down by the fact that he basically got the most screen time here.
Yeah, you know, one leads to the other. That's all I'm saying.
Now, the having the most screen time, of course, gives him the most opportunity to do
Mhm,
things. But not only did Chimney and Gombe save the protagonist's life while having a grand old time,
Ah.
they also are the first ones to witness the glory that is apparently third gear. And Chibi Luffy, for that fact.
I didn't think you managed to come up with such a compelling argument, but I'm actually sold on this, and I'm upset about it.
They are the two apostles of Chibi Luffy.
All right. That was a statement you made. I guess that settles it. Chimney and Gonbei for Golden Ham.
Hell yeah.
Unprecedented, unanimous decision.
Look, at least we're not fucking drawing numbers.
At least we're not fucking nominating Kumadori out of a fucking meme.
Joey's gonna be pissed he wasn't here for Chimney and Gombe.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, just don't be working next time, idiot. Stupid.
Yeah, just have off on a Wednesday like I do, idiot.
Stupid. Dummy. Big fat dummy head. Chopper pod looking ass. I'm sorry. That was too much. That was too much. I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right, so we were meant to have career day as a grab bag today, but 90% of us couldn't show up for extenuating circumstances. So I decided I want to do a recommendation. But before I do that, it was also brought up to maybe pad some time.
Which we don't need to. We've already been recording for an hour and 20.
Well, do you have any questions you want to ask? I don't know what you could possibly ask me, but I'm here. I got my crystal
What's
ball.
your obsession with Lucci?
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. It mostly started off as a meme.
Right, that's what I figured. All right,
However,
just wanted to clear the air.
He is one of the better characters in my personal opinion. He's just got a really cool design. He's objectively handsome, and he's just overall pretty cool.
I was going to ask you if you had seen the Boss Luffy filler before.
I'm pretty sure I have, but it's been a very long time.
But clearly you don't remember enough for it to matter.
I think I can maybe vaguely remember the plot of it.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Got nothing. I was thinking about this to myself. I was like, what could you ask me that wouldn't be spoiler territory,
Yeah, I could ask you questions, but they would have to be vague. And your answers would have to be vague. This isn't like a spoiler cast where we can just talk about anything. I could ask you, man to man who your favorite character is, and your answer would be, well, we haven't met that person yet, or
Oh no, you met that person. It's Zoro. I love Zoro. Hey, ain't no other
well.
character I love more than that guy.
or like, what's a devil fruit you would want out of the ones we've seen so far, or something like that.
That's a good question. The ones we've seen so far, and keep in mind, I can't remember a whole lot. I think I'd go with Enaru's Devil Fruit just because I like lightning-based powers. Plus, it's a Logia, so it's OP as shit.
It's very true.
And I feel like in like our modern world where like, technology and electricity are like running all around us, especially like power lines and whatnot, I feel like I could be like pretty OP.
Oh yeah, it'd be busted.
But yeah, I don't know what questions you're gonna ask me. I think I was expecting too much. I think so is Jordy.
Like 15 minutes before we started, just go like, hey, just ask questions if you want. I'm like, I don't, sir, could you explain to us this anonymous Reddit post from username LuchiLover602? Seems to be suspiciously in your tone of voice. It had a very ooh quality to it.
Stop. Stop it. God, Dylan, if you love me, you'll edit all that shit out.
What's done is done.
I was so close to winning that fucking
Anyway.
bet too, except I wasn't. But
Yeah, except you were nowhere near. Even the episodes Jordy thought Soga King might win, he lost horribly.
Yeah.
So you got a recommendation for me?
So last recommendation was a little recent. It was Jordy recommending a book. And that got me thinking about like how I don't read often, didn't enjoy reading as a kid just because, I don't know, they never gave us anything interesting to read, at least in my opinion. I was like, I don't connect with any of this.
In school, not really.
Even like the classics, like Brisha Terabithia was like, I guess objectively a good story, but like I didn't care about reading it. I watched the movie, that was cool. I don't know, I just couldn't get into reading. I think I just viewed it too much as a chore. It wasn't like made to be fun for me.
That's fair.
So when I was at college, I eventually swapped over to being an English major. And I want to say this is probably like maybe my first, maybe second semester in that major. I was given a book to read called The Ballad of Black Tom. It was pretty short for me. I'm a slow reader. I powered through that book. Granted, we had like a lot of time to read it. It was like the way the teachers paced it out. I think I was given like 2 weeks to read it. And I just read through this book ahead because I was just like so genuinely like enthralled by it, which is very rare for me as someone who like mostly didn't enjoy reading. But it's called The Ballad of Black.
That you became an English major.
It's because I think when I got there, I was eventually given stuff I actually like cared about. I was like, okay, I can power through all this like boring 18th century crap and eventually get to like the really cool stuff that's like more modern or like just up the alley of which I care. But anyway, Ballad of Black Tom by Victor Laval. It is a continuation / spin-off of H.P. Lovecraft short story. It's set in like that universe, H.P. Lovecraft universe of that short story. And Victor Laval writes into it with this character, Black Tom. I don't really know if I could really describe the plot without spoiling too much.
Was this guy Laval like involved with Lovecraft, or did he just like take the short story and be like, I'm gonna put my own spin-off sequel thing on this?
So when I was reading it, it seemed like, pretty original. At first, at least I didn't see it. I didn't see any parallels until like literally the halfway point of the book. It switches away from Black Tom like narrating it or like his perspective point of view into a different character's point of view where he starts narrating it, and then you start seeing the parallels and like being tied into this H.P. Lovecraft short story universe. The way I saw it and was kind of like told to view it, it was Victor Laval's response in a way to H.P. Lovecraft, because for those who like aren't like really geeky in this academic setting, H.P. Lovecraft wrote like the Cthulhu mythos and all this like really cool stuff that's like really embedded into like our pop culture and stuff like that.
They call it like cosmic horror.
Yeah. So H.P. Lovecraft like created this whole mythos and whatnot. That's just like almost everybody knows about it in some way, shape, or form. H.P. Lovecraft was just like a super paranoid racist, and it's very obvious if you like go back and read his stuff. And so having that knowledge when you read this book, you can kind of see where, like, I guess Victor Laval's response is, especially toward the end, and how he responds to, like, I guess what a paranoid racist would say. Like, in my head, I'm like, okay, this is like this imaginary conversation that like, Victor Laval is attempting to have with this dead guy. Like, this is his response to all like this writing he's put out there and stuff like that. I know I'm being very vague, and it's because I just don't want to spoil the plot in any way, because I don't think there's any way I can like vaguely describe it and have it still like mean something. But it's a really good book. If you're into like dark mystery thriller kind of genre, this is a really good read in my opinion.
Well, all right then.
It is like arguably like one of my favorite books, and as a guy who doesn't read much, I guess that's saying something, or maybe it's not. I don't know.
Maybe you have a low bar. Maybe your palate is just too refined for most books.
I'll go for the second
for
one.
other books. Yeah, clearly.
But yeah, The Ballad of Black Tom by Victor Laval. Go give that one a
More
read.
culture. I will potentially read that maybe. I do kind of want to read the book that Jordy mentioned last week also. That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm interested in what on earth could have given Jordy a possible existential crisis at such a young age.
Well, I guess we did it.
We managed to pull off this picture perfect 2-man podcast.
Never been done before, ever. Next time, it'll just be one of us talking to ourselves about One Piece.
It'll just be me spoiling everything.
Yeah, that's just another spoiler cast. It'll just be me or Devin sitting here monologuing for an hour or so about whatever nonsense the episode spouted at us. That'll be the ultimate form of this podcast. We just eliminate all of those pesky people who've seen it already. Get rid of them. Don't need them. The people are only here for me and Devin's opinion anyway. Facts. Who needs them? Guy who watched it 12 times. Who needs them?
I guess I'll plug the socials because Devin ain't here. Follow us at Panda Sightings on Instagram and Twitter. Me and Jordy are usually the ones that are a little bit more in charge of that. We're trying to do a way better job at being active than the first time when we first, I guess, like started out.
Well, don't spoil who's all dealing with the. Let the people believe that all of us speak to them.
All right,
that
Dylan,
we
cut
all
that.
care.
So we've all been trying to be really active on the platforms because when we first started off, there was like literally zero activity. I'm so sorry for y'all. Or we're trying to make up for it. We're doing better. Also, you can email us at pandasightings@gmail.com. I think those are actually really cool because the emails that we have gotten, they're like really unique and always just like, I don't know, there's like gusto in all those emails that just something I really appreciate. Like I can't describe it.
They're very nice.
Yeah.
They're very nice. Jordy and Brendan are the ones who mainly check that one because people will email spoilers all the time too, but sometimes it's just some nice fun messages, words of encouragement for us about how amazing we are, just patting our egos, and it's great. So email's the spot to do that if you don't want to be on such a public platform like Twitter, which I fully understand. I don't know what are we still doing here?
Go
Bye.
have a good night's sleep, just like Christian is right now. Good night.
That's my secret. I was asleep the whole time.